Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okrasinski with your week 11 lecture video. Yes, this is the lecture video. So I'm beginning this lecture video in the Chapter 4 course unit, and you can see quickly here the readings and activities that will be a part of this unit, some of the areas to focus on in the textbook, the videos, especially the formatting a works cited page is really an interesting video there. You'll want to take advantage of that when we get into writing the research essay draft, the discussion boards in this unit, also the double entry, which I spoke at length about in my screencast video, but more importantly, the first draft of the research essay and the research report. So I want to touch on the first draft. It's coming up after we finish the double entry journal. Our focus is going to be putting together the draft of the research essay. So the first draft rules and criteria are as follows. It should be submitted on or before Sunday, April 18th. That way, there is time for me to review your draft. We start the peer review process, and I want to make sure that everybody is just well aware that timely posting of the first draft is critical to getting feedback on your topic and on your essay. We're looking for a well planned text, fresh, engaging purpose, and deliberate organizational structure. Substantial material drawn from a minimum of 6 separate sources. Employing your strategies of paraphrasing, summarizing, and quotation thoughtfully, thus avoiding inadvertent plagiarism. We have to include our in-text citations, and also there's going to be our works cited page, and you'll have to end up indicating the cross-referencing between in-text and the works cited page, right? We'll cover that in separate video later, I believe in the front part of next week. Appropriate formatting, MLA guidelines apply. I'm going to stretch this to about 6-7 pages, 2,000 to 2,500 words. I'm a big word count person, so you want to make sure you have that length excluding the works cited page. And one point I want to make as you read through these, and I assure you everyone should take the time to read through the criteria here. Be sure the first draft meets all the above criteria. There are no revisions of the first draft. If you fail to provide a works cited page, you do not use 6 sources, you upload 1,000 words instead of the 2,000 to 2,500, or any of the reasons, criteria that you do not meet, and you fail to earn points on that. This isn't, let me redo this so I can get more points back. No, this doesn't work that way. So there are no revisions. I'm not going to keep looking at these just to fix mechanical issues. Everybody's well aware of the criteria here. I expect those to be handled in the first draft. So any comments or revisions should be integrated into the final draft of the research essay. So I'll cover submission protocols a bit later, and also the special drive instructions that we will use for the research essay. Okay, so just heading over to the Chapter 4 PowerPoint, let's talk a little bit about how to organize your particular essay. Ballinger offers 2 ways, whether it's exploring or arguing. Your research question can lead you in a direction of an argumentative or exploratory essay. I don't really care which one you path that you want to choose. It's up to you. Typically, the argumentative is where you want to persuade the reader. It's thesis driven, like a typical research essay. However, but you can choose to explore. So if you're not quite confident in a topic, what you've learned to state a thesis and make an argument, you can continue exploring your topic in the essay. Help your reader appreciate your topic so they can learn with you about your topic. So that's just informing people. Now, one thing Ballinger does talk about with whatever organizational pattern you choose to work with is the acronym of SOFT. Say one freaking thing, the thing you most want to say in your essay. So it's either way. You want to make sure that if you've discovered a point, something you really want to drive home, a thesis leading to an argumentative essay is your pathway, right? If you arrived at a point, but you're not really sure, you have some information, You haven't been able to form that argument in your brain. You want to continue your investigation by exploring, and then you would basically discuss your findings and how you would really let the audience know what you have learned about your topic, right? In other words, sometimes if you get to this particular point, you have no clue, just more questions. Well, then you might need to do a little bit more research to really dig into your topic to be able to choose one of those organizational patterns. So the organization depends on whether your essay is argumentative or exploratory. You have to provide a lot of information for your essay, okay, or it will be unfocused. You got to remember your motive. So and also you want to think rhetorically, right? Who is your audience? What does the assignment say? What is your purpose in writing your topic? I say that the audience is your general audience. Okay, you want to make sure that you're informing and you're explaining rhetorically. The issue with the 5-paragraph theme is that it enforces a hierarchy. If you've got that 5-paragraph structure in your mind, it pretty much goes away in this type of an essay due to the length. So the hard part here is to be able to decide which information is important and how you want to structure that. Don't worry about structure. You want to get your information out. This is a first draft. I do expect there to be some significant holistic revisions from the first draft to the final draft. So you don't want to think too much about structure. You want to think about your ideas and what you want to say. So basically, Ballinger puts forth 2 patterns here. The narrative logic is really where you can take the idea of the main motive is to find out what you think. Right? You want to tell a story, think back to theories of intelligence. It was a little bit more of a first-person representation, but in other words, the main topic was really all about intelligence and how Ballinger weaved his sources in and around that particular essay. Okay, you're more than likely in a narrative, you're looking at cause and effects or reasons for something or the consequences of actions. They always tell a story, so you want to make sure you dramatize the problem, let everybody know what's at stake, and to establish the narrator's motive. What do you think? What do you say about this particular topic? And you have to provide background and understanding to the problem or situation. So you might have to let the reader know. You can't assume that your audience knows everything about your particular topic, especially if you're talking about something in a discourse community aspect of a topic there, right? So you want to make sure that you can take a look at the figure 4.1. Kind of gives you the 3 acts and how to work through the idea of exploring in a research essay. It's an important table there that you can take a look at. Argumentative logic dispenses what went on behind the scenes, the process that led to you deciding what you think is the best answer to your research question. Usually, here's the checklist from the textbook. Do I think what I want to prove a point? Is there something that the reader should do about the problem I'm writing about? I would like to persuade them. Problem solution, you want people to take action. What are the compelling reasons? And if I encounter significant evidence that convinces me, and I might convince others, all right? So you want to articulate a thesis statement. And figure 4.2 gives you the visual of how to put together the research essay, the argumentative essay, where you dramatize and explain the significance, summarize the conversation, reasons and evidence, counter arguments and complexities, and then wrap up with revisiting the thesis. If it's expanded, qualified, confirmed, what questions remain, what should be done. So these are all important aspects excuse me, of the argumentative process. So that gives you an idea about chapter 4, and where we're going toward the research essay draft. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Good luck.